Well, it is Wednesday, and that means our plants and garden expert, Craig Hignight, is joining us in the studio to get your questions answered through our Facebook Live. So we'll get started right away. Jennifer asking, when can I cut back my lilac tree trunk bush?
You won't do that pruning until next spring. Lilacs have set their bud for next season already, so keep the pruners at bay until after they get done blooming next year.
Okay. Some more cutting questions. This one is from Kathy. When do I cut back a pink hydrangea?
Pink hydrangea, you're running just a little bit late. I would have liked to see it done in August. You could try it now. If it hasn't been blooming, I would go ahead and give it a shot. They're going to set buds over the next month, and you want those buds as close to the ground as possible. So we're going to cut it down to about 6 to 8 inches above the ground.
Another hydrangea question is it better to plant in the fall or spring?
Either one. We've still got time for plants to get established. Just make sure that when you plant them, you mulch them really well so the ground cools down as slow as possible to give those roots a chance to go ahead and develop before cold weather really sets in.
This one's from Deb. When is the best time to cut off my stargazer lilies?
After they've been killed by frost. Let them put down as much food for next year's bloom as possible, and that'll run right up until the frost takes them out this fall.
Cindy wondering, how far away from the house should we let a cottonwood grow?
Oh, I would say a cottonwood, I would like to see it maybe 20, 30 feet. This is a major size tree, so you don't want it laying on the roof of the house in 20 years, so move it out, move it out.
Okay. It's got some big limbs on it. Kirby, when is the best time to thatch and aerate my yard?
You could go ahead and thatch now. You could also aerate. It helps open it up so it can collect some of these fall rains. And it will help get some of that fall fertilizer in, which we are not going to put down until Halloween.
Right. Oh gosh, I hope this is a real thing. Can magic lilies be moved now?
Yes. Magic lilies have just got done
I
blooming.
wasn't
Got it right. Yes.
Well, it was listed as magic naked lilies, and I wasn't sure if that was the thing.
Well, naked lilies, naked ladies, surprise lily, because they jump up out of the ground when there is no foliage there. They come up in the spring, and people say, why aren't my daffodils blooming? I said, that's not a daffodil. That is a surprise lily. The leaves come up early in the spring, then they disappear during the summer, and then the flowers pop up in the fall. When they're done blooming, it is time to go ahead and move them now.
All right. Sometimes the ground is not the only thing they pop up out of, just from past experience. Anyway, Sebastian, when to start cutting down? Is it oh gosh, I can't even pronounce this.
Sound it out.
Hellebores? Heliopsis.
Yeah, Heliopsis.
Heliopsis is the perennial form of sunflower.
Oh.
So we will not cut that down again until the plants have been totally killed off by frost. And if you leave them standing, that is a great food source for the finches during the winters. They will get in there and pick the seed out of those flowers. So you might wait until even next spring, although they're going to look a little ratty through the winter.
All right, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this one either, but when can I bring my, is it amaryllis bulbs
Amaryllis.
inside? Bulbs inside, right now they're in her flower bed.
Amaryllis, we would like to have those brought in when the nighttime temperatures are consistently dropping down around 60 degrees, maybe a little lower. At that point, you'll just lift them out of the garden, put them in a cardboard box, and shove them in a closet someplace. Don't cut off the leaves, just let them dry out on their own for 8 weeks. That is what's going to bring them back into bloom. You can repot after that 8-week period, and then they should start growing again with flowers.
All right. This is from Deb. Recently bought some hardy hibiscus and then some and forgot how they were newbies, and I didn't water them as I should have. The leaves are all brown, but the stems are still green. Could they possibly come back after the winter?
Sure. Just go ahead and give them proper care from now until the season shuts down. Again, I would mulch them. They're still making roots. And next spring, don't get too anxious. Hibiscus is one of the last plants that comes up in the spring, so that people dig the plant up and they bring it into us and say, oh, this is dead. We dig down, no, the crown is still alive below ground level and they will bloom. So just give them, don't even think about them until Memorial Day next spring.
Just a little shy.
Sounds good. Well, we are going to take just a quick break, but in the meantime, you can get more questions put in the WQAD Facebook page live in the comment section there, and we'll be right back.